Hello, my friends. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Fiona, and today we're going to learn another 10 common English phrasal verbs that native speakers use all the time. These phrasal verbs are very useful, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Now, before we start, I want you to know that phrasal verbs can be tricky because they often mean something completely different from what you might expect. But don't worry, I'm going to explain each one clearly, and I'll give you real examples that you can use in your daily life. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Number 1, be along. This phrasal verb means to arrive or come to a place. It's like saying someone will come or arrive soon. We use this when we're talking about someone joining us or coming to where we are. For example, imagine you're at a restaurant waiting for your friend. You call them and ask where they are. They might say, "I'm stuck in traffic, but I'll be along in about 10 minutes. Here's another one. You're at a party and someone asks where your brother is. You could say, "He's parking the car, but he'll be along soon." Number 2, be away. This means to not be at home or to be somewhere else, usually for a period of time. It's very simple. It just means you're not in your usual place. For example, you call your neighbor to ask for help, but their daughter answers the phone and says, "Sorry, my mom can't come to the phone right now because she's away on a business trip until Friday." You might hear something like, "I won't be able to meet you this week because I'll be away visiting my grandparents." Number 3, be cut out for. This is a really useful phrase that means to have the right personality, skills, or qualities for something. If you're cut out for something, it means you're naturally good at it or well suited for it. For example, your friend is thinking about becoming a teacher, and you notice they're very patient with children and explain things clearly. You might say, "You know what, I really think you're cut out for teaching. You have such a natural way with kids." Here's another one. Maybe your coworker is always stressed about deadlines and gets nervous when presenting. You might think, "I don't think he's cut out for this high-pressure sales job." Number 4, be cut up. This phrasal verb means to be very upset, sad, or emotionally hurt about something. When someone is cut up, they're feeling really bad about a situation. For example, imagine your friend's dog passed away last week. You might say to another friend, "Sarah has been really cut up about losing Max. She loved that dog so much and they were together for 12 years. People often say something like, "I was really cut up when I heard that my favorite restaurant was closing down. I had so many good memories there." Number 5, be down. This has a few different meanings, but the most common one is to feel sad, depressed, or not in a good mood. It's a casual way to say someone is feeling low or unhappy. For example, you notice your roommate has been quiet lately and not their usual cheerful self. You might ask, "Hey, you seem to be down lately. Is everything okay at work?" You might hear something like, "I've been feeling really down since my girlfriend and I broke up last month. I just can't seem to shake this sadness." Now, before we continue with the rest of our phrasal verbs, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you're finding this lesson helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other English learners find our content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We post new English lessons every single day, and I don't want you to miss any of them. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me create more free content for all of you amazing learners. All right, let's get back to our phrasal verbs. Number 6, be down on. This means to have a negative opinion about someone or something, or to criticize someone harshly. When you're down on something, you don't like it or you're being critical of it. For example, your teenager comes home with a C on their math test, and you're not happy about their grades lately. You might say, "I'm not trying to be down on you, but we need to talk about your study habits. I know you can do better than this." Here's another one. Maybe your friend always complains about their job. You might say, "Why are you always so down on your boss? Maybe you should try talking to them about the problems instead of just complaining." Number 7, be down with. This is interesting because it has two completely different meanings depending on the context. The first meaning is to be sick with something, like a cold or the flu. The second meaning, which is more informal, is to agree with something or to be okay with an idea. For example, using the first meaning, you call in sick to work and tell your manager, I won't be able to come in today because I'm down with a bad cold. I don't want to get everyone else sick. People often say, for the second meaning, are you down with going to that new Thai restaurant tonight? I heard they have amazing pad Thai. Number 8, be fed up. This means to be completely tired, annoyed, or frustrated with something or someone. When you're fed up, you've had enough and you can't take it anymore. For example, you've been dealing with a noisy neighbor for months, and they play loud music every night. You might say to your friend, I am so fed up with my upstairs neighbor. I've asked them nicely 3 times to turn down their music, but they just ignore me. You might hear something like, she's fed up with her long commute to work. She spends 3 hours in traffic every day, and she's thinking about finding a new job closer to home. Number 9, be in. This phrasal verb means that something is fashionable, popular, or trendy at the moment. When something is in, it means it's the current style or trend that people are following. For example, you're shopping with a friend and you see some vintage-style jeans. The store clerk might say, oh, those are perfect for you. High-waisted jeans are really in right now. All the celebrities are wearing them. Here's another one. Your daughter is talking about hairstyles with her friends. She might say, I'm thinking about getting bangs because they're really in the season. I saw them on so many people on social media. Number 10, be in on. This means to know about something secret, to be included in a plan, or to participate in something that not everyone knows about. When you're in on something, you're part of the inside group that knows what's happening. For example, your coworkers are planning a surprise birthday party for your boss, and they ask you to help. Your friend might say, we're planning a surprise party for Janet next Friday. Do you want to be in on it? We need someone to bring the cake. People often say something like, I wish I had been in on that investment opportunity. My brother made so much money, but he didn't tell me about it until it was too late. So there you have it, my friends. We've just learned 10 incredibly useful phrasal verbs that you'll hear native English speakers use all the time. Remember, be along means to arrive soon, be away means to not be at home, be cut out for means to be naturally good at something, be cut up means to be very upset, be down means to feel sad, be down on means to criticize, be down with means to be sick with something or agree with something, be fed up means to be completely frustrated, be in means to be trendy, and be in on means to know about something secret. The best way to remember these phrasal verbs is to practice using them in your own conversations. Try to use at least 2 or 3 of them this week when you're speaking English. You can practice with friends, family, or even just talk to yourself in the mirror. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. I hope you found it helpful and that you feel more confident about using these phrasal verbs. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with other English learners, and leave me a comment below telling me which phrasal verb was new for you. And don't forget to subscribe because we post new videos every single day to help you improve your English. I'll see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing and remember, you're doing great.